Have you ever felt completely out of place in this world? Like your convictions, your lifestyle, your desire to follow Jesus make you stick out like a sore thumb. Maybe you've lost friends because of your faith. Maybe even family has turned cold. You pray. You try to love like Christ, but the more you obey Him, the more resistance you face. If that's you, you're not broken. You're blessed. And today, I want to tell you why. The world says, follow your heart. Jesus says, deny yourself. The world says, you do you. Jesus says, take up your cross. So of course, there will be friction. Living for Christ was never supposed to be popular. It was meant to be powerful. In John 15:8-19, Jesus warned us plainly, if the world hates you, know that it hated me before it hated you. Because you are not of the world, but I chose you out of the world. Therefore, the world hates you. So here are 5 reasons why Christians are hated. Number 1, you are set apart, not set aside. Romans 12:2 says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, which by the way of God is able to cause you to discern both evil and good. Make no mistake, the enemy attacks Christians. And if you feel like you're under attack, it means you're on target. Satan knows the moment you start to conform to the world, you lose your power. We were never meant to blend in. As believers, our standards should look different. Our relationship should honor Christ. Our words, our patience, even how we suffer, it all points to Jesus. Daniel stood while others bowed. Esther spoke when it was risky. Joseph ran from sin when no one was watching. You're not alone in feeling like the odd one out. No. 2, rejection is often confirmation, not condemnation. In Matthew 5:10-12, Jesus said, blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake. Blessed are you when they revile you and persecute you, and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on account of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven. For so they persecuted the prophets who were before you. If the world never questions your walk, you might not be walking against its current. Noah preached righteousness for 120 years, and no one listened, but his obedience saved a generation. Faithfulness over fame. In today's culture, it's tempting to compromise truth to be liked. But Galatians 1:10 challenges us. Am I now seeking the approval of man or of God? Being faithful doesn't always look fruitful at first. Jeremiah preached 40 years and barely had a single convert. But he was obedient and heaven noticed. Do you see? Following Christ may cost you popularity, but it pays off in heaven. And remember, some of the most influential people in the world became great after death. George Muller, Hudson Taylor, Charles Spurgeon, D.L. Moody, William Carey. They weren't applauded while they lived, but their legacies live on. Number 4, the loneliness of obedience is temporary. In 1 Kings 18, Elijah stood alone against 450 false prophets. After 40 days of drought, he begged God to take his life because everyone thought he was crazy. Yet despite the rejection, he was rewarded. When the rain fell, the earth drank, and the people rejoiced. Sometimes obedience seems fruitless, lonely, even foolish. But don't forget, God promised never to leave us or forsake us. Joshua and Caleb also felt alone when the other spies said Israel couldn't be conquered. But they trusted God's word over the crowd's opinion. Their faithfulness led them into the promised land. You may feel alone, but God always preserves a remnant. Your walk matters. Someone is watching. Your life might be the sermon that leads someone to salvation. And no, 5, victory is already yours. 2 Timothy 4:7-8. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will give to me on that day. And not only to me, but to all who have loved his appearing. So what if you're hated? What if you're alone? Remember, persecution is proof that you're on the right path. It means you're challenging the status quo. It means your life is countercultural. And look at Paul. He wasn't just hated by the world. He was hated by the religious leaders too. Yet he wrote more than half of the New Testament. It's not about how many people approve of you. It's about whether God will say, "Well done, good and faithful servant." You may cry in secret. You may question if it's worth it. But listen, if God brought you this far, He's not done yet. Heaven is watching. The angels are cheering you on. And your obedience, even when it feels unnoticed, is shaking the kingdom of darkness. Don't water down your faith to make people comfortable. Don't dim your light because others complain it's too bright. Shine anyway. Live holy anyway. Stand firm anyway. Listen, the world doesn't get to decide your walk with Christ. This isn't a popularity contest. This is a faith contest. And if you keep your eyes on Jesus, you will win. Jesus didn't come to make fans. He came to make followers. And if you're following Him, the road won't always be easy. It will be worth it. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been rejected for your faith? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience can help someone else who's going through the same thing. Also, if this message blessed you, please share it with a friend. And lastly, subscribe to Yahweh's Whisper for more raw, Bible-based truth that will help you walk closer with Christ. Thank you for watching, and until next time, walk good.